from its humble beginnings to its massive cultural impact, all while convincing you why this is a must-watch. Trust me, by the end of this, you'll be reaching for the remote or heading to your favorite streaming service. And don't worry, I won't spoil a single thing about the story. I'll keep it fresh so you can experience the magic yourself. First off, let's set the stage. The Shawshank Redemption is a drama film that's often hailed as one of the greatest movies ever made. It came out on September 23, 1994 in the United States, directed by Frank Darabont in his feature film directorial debut. Yeah, this was his first big swing at a full-length movie, and boy, did he knock it out of the park. Darabont wasn't just any newcomer. He had experience writing scripts for horror films like A Nightmare on Elm Street, Three Dream Warriors, and The Fly 2, but this project was a passion piece for him. He adapted it from a novella by the master of storytelling himself, Stephen King. The original story is called Rita Hayworth and Shawshank Redemption, which was part of King's 1982 collection, Different Seasons. That book also included stories that became Stand By Me and Apt Pupil. So you know it's from a goldmine of narratives. Why should you watch it? Well, imagine a film that explores themes of hope, friendship, and the human spirit in the face of adversity. It's set in a prison, but it's not your typical gritty jail flick. It's uplifting, thought-provoking, and leaves you with a sense of possibility. People rave about how it makes you reflect on life, perseverance, and what it means to truly be free. It's the kind of movie that sticks with you long after the credits roll, inspiring countless viewers to chase their dreams or appreciate the small joys in life. And get this. On IMDb, it holds the top spot with a 9.3 rating from over 2.8 million votes. That's not just popularity, that's timeless appeal. Now let's talk about the powerhouse cast that brings this story to life. Leading the charge is Tim Robbins as Andy Dufresne, a banker who's calm, intelligent, and full of quiet determination. Robbins was already a rising star with roles in films like Bull Durham and Jacob's Ladder, but this performance solidified him as a dramatic force. Opposite him is Morgan Freeman as Ellis Boyd Red Redding, the prison's go-to guy for contraband and a narrator whose voice is as smooth as aged whiskey. Freeman's narration throughout the film is iconic, warm, wise, and drawing you right into the world. Fun fact, Freeman was Darabont's first choice for the role, even though the character in the book is described as an Irish redhead, which is why he's nicknamed Red. Freeman brings such gravitas. He'd go on to win Oscars later, but this role showcased his incredible range. The supporting cast is equally stellar. Bob Gunton plays Warden Samuel Norton, a stern authority figure who's all about order and control. Gunton's background in theater shines through in his nuanced portrayal. Then there's Clancy Brown as Captain Byron Hadley, the brutal head guard. Brown, known for voice work in cartoons like SpongeBob as Mr. Krabs, shows his dramatic chops here. William Sadler is Haywood, one of the inmates with a folksy charm, and Gil Bellows plays Tommy Williams, a young prisoner who adds fresh energy. James Whitmore, a veteran actor, portrays Brooks Hatlin, the elderly librarian whose story tugs at the heartstrings. Mark Rolston is Boggs Diamond, the leader of a tough prison gang, and Larry Brandenburg is Skeet, another inmate. Every role is cast perfectly. Even smaller parts, like the guards and other prisoners, feel authentic, thanks to Darabont's attention to detail in auditions. Speaking of production, this film was made on a budget of about $25 million, which back in the early 90s was modest for a drama of this scope. Filming took place primarily in Mansfield, Ohio, at the Ohio State Reformatory, a real former prison that's now a historic site and museum. The location scouts chose it because of its Gothic architecture. Those towering stone walls and eerie cells give the movie an authentic, oppressive atmosphere. Principal photography lasted about 3 months, from June to August 1993, with some scenes shot in Santa Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands, for exterior shots. Darabont insisted on realism. The actors spent time learning prison routines, and the set designers recreated the 1940s to 1960s era meticulously, from the uniforms to the props. One cool behind-the-scenes tidbit: the prison yard scenes were filmed during a hot Ohio summer, and the actors dealt with real discomfort to capture that gritty feel. Tim Robbins even suggested changes to his character's arc to make it more believable. And Morgan Freeman? He practiced his narration lines endlessly to get that perfect cadence. The cinematography by Roger Deakins, yes, the legendary